If you feel stuck right now, like something in your life isn't working anymore, but you can't explain why, I want you to hear this. You're probably not stuck for the reason that you think you are. And more importantly, you're not broken and there's nothing wrong with you. Hi, I'm Melisa, and I work with people in what I call the in between. That's the space where your old life doesn't fit anymore, but your new life isn't quite fully formed yet. And it can feel disorienting, confusing, and even a little bit scary. Most people, when they feel stuck, try to fix one thing. They say, oh, if I could just lose some weight, change my body, be more motivated, if only I had more money, if only I had a boyfriend or a girlfriend, then everything would be great. But even when you try to change those things, nothing really works. Or maybe it does just for a minute, and then you're right back to where you were, and you might even feel worse afterwards. Here's why. You're not one thing. You're not just a body. You're not just your thoughts. You're not just your habits. You're not just your relationships or your roles. You are a whole integrated system. Your body, your mind, your energy, your environment, and your sense of purpose, they're all connected. I think of it like a wheel. And when the spokes on the wheel are smooth and everything's working, the wheel runs smoothly. But if a couple of spokes, one or several spokes, are broken, missing, damaged, weak, like life goes the thump, the thump. So when one spoke is off, the whole system starts to feel uneven and it's like you're just thumping through life. And that's what's happening when we're out of alignment, out of balance, or fragmented. You can feel exhausted, but that's not just a symptom of a physical problem. It might be due to poor sleep or lack of good nutrition or lack of movement or mobility, but it could also have to do with the way you're thinking about something or something in your environment, or maybe you're leaking energy or you're giving energy away. You have a lack of boundaries. There are hundreds, thousands even of possibilities of things that could be affecting poor energy. And chances are that it's a combination of a lot of these things. So focusing on one area or trying to fix one thing keeps you stuck in the flatness of life because you're not just one thing, you're this whole integrated system. This is the lens that I use in my work. I'm looking at the whole human instead of isolated parts, because when you start to see and understand the bigger picture of who you are and what the problems could be, things start to make sense. And then you can actually grow and evolve because we're solving the root of the problem, not just fixing the symptoms. So if you're in this place right now where things feel off, where things might feel unclear, stuck, or even heavy, I want you to know this. It doesn't mean that you're failing. It doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It means something is changing in you. Something is changing in your life. And it's time to start looking at yourself as something much bigger than maybe how you've been looking at yourself. Because the reality is you're not just a body. You're not just a mind. You're not just your thoughts. You're not just your friends. And you're not the roles that you play. You are not what you do for other people. I'm going to say that again. You are not what you do for other people. You are whole and complete and worthy because you are you. So when you notice that you're feeling, again, like a little itch, like your life just doesn't fit, like there's something more, avoid trying to pinpoint or blame one thing. Instead, that's time to get curious and to start to look at things a little bit bigger. So now we're going to do some tapping, and this is to get stuff unstuck. Okay. So I'm going to guide you to different parts of the body. You'll use your fingertips and you're just tapping lightly. It doesn't need to be anything heavy. Okay. And you'll repeat these sentences after me. 2 to 3 inches underneath the collarbone. Even though I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with my life right now, I love myself wholly and completely. To the crown of the head. Even though I'm afraid I could be stuck here, I love myself wholly and completely. Between the eyebrows. Even though I feel lost and unsure, I love myself wholly and completely. Even though I sometimes miss the older versions of myself and my old life, I love myself wholly and completely. Even though I feel uncertain, I love myself wholly and completely. Even though I get upset, angry, mad, sad, lose my temper, I love myself wholly and completely. On the chin, below, it's like, yeah. Even though I don't know where I'm going or who I'm becoming, I love myself wholly and completely. Just below the pinky finger here. Even though I'm sometimes overwhelmed, I love myself wholly and completely. Even though I feel like I don't like very many people right now, I love myself wholly and completely. Back to the collarbone. Even though I feel lost, confused, and dazed, I love myself wholly and completely. Crown of the head. Even though I don't get it perfectly, I love myself wholly and completely. Between the eyebrows. Even though I'm exhausted, I love myself wholly and completely. To the temples. Even though there are lots of changes I would like to make to my body, I love myself wholly and completely. Under the eyes. Even though I can be negative and grumpy, I love myself wholly and completely. Even though I really feel like I don't know who I am right now, I love myself wholly and completely. Under the mouth. Even though sometimes my mind is spinning so fast that I feel like I'm in the middle of a sandstorm, I love myself wholly and completely. Below the pinky finger. Even though there are times I feel like running away from my life, I love myself wholly and completely. Even though there are times I just want to crawl back in bed and get under the covers, I love myself wholly and completely. Even though I feel alone, maybe lost, I love myself wholly and completely. Okay, now we're going to brush off from the shoulders all the way off the fingers, brush everything off that we don't need. So we have all these even though statements, even though, I love myself wholly and completely. You can do that tapping as much as you like, as often as you like. If this resonates with you, start by getting curious, not about how to fix everything, but about what's actually going on underneath the surface. Because curiosity removes judgment and it allows us to see more and experience more. You're not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just being asked to see yourself differently in a bigger, broader place, in a bigger, broader state. Next week, we'll talk about some simple steps that you can take to gain more clarity and confidence as you navigate this stage of life.